All right, bet. Play the intro.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Living like no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular, yeah. Celebrities. Started with a combo, now the world leaning in. Four vets in the room, let the stories begin. No filters, no scripts, just wisdom and sin. We talk, hustle hard, and the places we've been. From the field to the mic, that growth is the lesson. Turn pressure into presence, that's the real confession. Got the crowd tuned in for the raw and the rare. You can feel the truth breathe through the air. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Living like no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrity. Talk music, talk ball, talk rank and salute. Every topic on the table, every word in pursuit. We the voice for the ones that the world overlook. Turn pain into punchlines, life into the hook. Yes, in the chair, we breaking the mold. Every episode's heat, every message is gold. No gimmicks, no mask, just purpose and peace. When the lights come on, that real don't cease. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Living like no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrity. We ain't chasing fame, we redefining the game. Give light to the name that the system can't tame. Got the people tuned in, cause they feel our lane. It's the voice of the real, not a chase for acclaim. Mic check, then the vibe start to settle for a host. One stage and the truth is the metal. So before that show start, let the beat breathe steady. When you hear that name, just know we ready. Oh, yeah.
Each other.
When you hear the name, just know we ready. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Living like no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrities.
Hey, you can't come at our people like that, though, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Savell Brown.
oh.
What up, y'all? Y'all started off early this morning. I see you with the intro, growing and develop. Always, always, always. What's up, man? We got a lot of people in here this morning. Sorry we late. Me and Mason. I don't know who that is. Don't catch these hands. Hey, Scott Rice said, who's Justin Bell? That's crazy.
Hey, y'all leave our people alone, man.
Yeah. What else? The real Tony B. What's good, big homie Justin? What it do? What it do? Oh, I ain't got this over here working, so I need to move this. There we go. We'll just move that right there. Boom. We got a good show for y'all this morning. Thank y'all for being here early this morning. We'll try to keep y'all entertained and moving this morning. Thanks for being on the Instagram. So y'all can see the chat now. I moved it up. And everything should be good. Tuning in from Germany. What it do? How do you say hello in Germany? In German.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, they might be in the afternoon. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in from the GE. I hope everything's safe.
Afternoon.
Hope everything's safe out there. All right, over to you, Philly. Before we get started, we'll get right into
peace,
it.
human beings, peace, family. It's your boy Philly DC, live and direct. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Welcome. You got yours truly, Philly DC, co-host Pete, the engineer, to my right, on my left. And regardless of what Scott Roy said, I think he's the one that said it. Jessica Player and Del Brown out in the world doing their place. The four of us formed together like the Four Horsemen, aka Voltron. We are your unpopular celebrities team here on this lovely Sunday. Peace to all y'all, man. If this is your first time reaching us in this stratosphere, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. You can catch all of our previous work on YouTube, Spotify, all that other good stuff. Make sure if y'all want to support the channel, man, hit us up on Cash App. I'm sure Pete will give you the stuff for my stuff as well on DM so you can continue supporting the show. Programs, microphones, speakers, internet, they cause a loot, man. They cause loot. So if y'all want to support the show, that's where y'all can do it. And if you add yourself on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, we can help get ourselves monetized. You can drop a super chat. So we almost there. We're almost about 450. So go ahead and help out, man. We appreciate it. Pause.
Why was there a pause in there?
Pause. So letting you continue on.
Oh, I thought it was pause like something you said was gay.
No. You can't say that.
Oh, and something you said was not. Anyway.
More like the 4 pimps on the Chappelle show.
Hey, what's up, 4RMs? What's up, West Lawrence in the building? Alexandria, what's good? Scott Roy said facts. And then we got my man up in here. All right, we're getting right into the first topic. We're going to talk about military recruiting. But are they going to take a hit in, what was the word? I can never pronounce that dang word.
Capacity?
Maybe it's capacity. Anyway, we'll talk about that so y'all can see it on the screen. I'll give you access real quick, but you got it on your own side. So we'll go right into it because we got a lot of topics to cover. A lot of topics. So we're going to try to fast and furious. We might have some roast on here again. You never know what's going to happen on here. Boom. There you go. All right. You should have access. West Lawrence, I'm here to start mess. Hey, bring it. Why can't I not see you on there? Oh, well, it's not going to show on here. All right. First thing, military recruiting. So if you didn't know, this came out in January 27th, 2026. So a couple months ago on military.com, as y'all can see. In 2026, the U.S. military will do something it hasn't done meaningfully in years. Grow. Of course it's growing. They're giving out bonuses. Oh, interesting. Congress has authorized an increase of more than 30,000 active duty service members across the force. We'll talk about these uniforms in a minute. So this has been divided up. The Army gets a little over 11,000, Navy 12. The Air Force is only getting 1,500. It says we're 320 strong. Thought we're a little less than that, or they are a little less than that. Coast Guard is getting 44,000 people. And
no. It says up from 44,000.
Up from to 50,000. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Well, I'm about to say. And then Marines is not changing one bit. Thoughts before we continue?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is honestly old news. What I mean by old news is we all know why they're doing it. And I know you're going to cover that in a second. But what's interesting to me is like you said, I didn't know the Air Force had that many people. We're only short of 15,000 public math from the Navy total force of 334,600. That says a lot about the capabilities of what they value out of the Air Force. But why does the Space Force need 600 more people?
Yeah.
What are they going to be doing?
Well, ironically, you say that we're probably going to have somebody from the Space Force on in an upcoming show. A couple weeks. We got to do some JAG and PAs type stuff. But yeah, we'll get them on. Uniform roast coming in. Uniform roast. I don't have my. There we go. Pete reading is not his strong trait. No, not my strong trait at all. We all know this. We might hire somebody to monetize to just read stuff. That's for real. Cyber is the future, brother. I promise they will be busy. All right, uniform roast. So we're looking at these U.S. Air Force. It says basic training back in January 8th. So if anybody's on here, sorry. My man on the right-hand side, my man over here on the right-hand side. Yo, you got your hat looking like T.I., bruh. I don't know what's going on with it, but you got that thing leaned all the way to the right, hanging on to your head for dear life. One misstep and that thing falling off. You got old girl up front. I mean, I guess it's taller tap, and she must be. I don't know. Is she the guide on bearer without a guide on? I don't know why they put her up front. Got to be the guide on bearer. But the uniform coming out now. I get you must not have your stirrups on. What them stirrup things called?
You said stirrups? You mean the straps, like the
Yeah.
garter straps?
The
or
garter
something?
straps. She must have been saying they must not use garter straps no more. The
Stirrups.
She said, "Leave them alone." What if it was windy? That ain't got nothing to do with the garter strap. Where the garter straps at, man? Hold your shirt down. And you're right. It could have been windy. He was the only one whose hat went by. Shirt stays. Is that what it was called? Shirt?
I call them shirt garters, man.
Shirt.
Never heard of
Well,
shirt stays.
they ain't
But
got
it's
it
the
on.
same concept.
Please get Peter script. Whatever, Scott. Whatever. No scripts on here. You know we're unscripted on here. But you can't see too much. That's pretty much all I see. That's pretty much all I see. Not too bad for the basic trainees. What you got?
All right, so back to the original topic. All right. So it says down there, it says, why grow now? So, I mean, it's obvious with all the stuff that we're trying to do. And of course, I'm sure that everyone, especially in uniforms, been tracking happened yesterday. I'm talking about, Alicia says, what's up, Alicia? I'm talking about the hat, shirt straps are not mandatory.
I thought they issued those. I swear when I was there, they issued those things to us. Scott B said, put some old BMT photos up. Was it much different? Great question. Great question.
That's actually that's a great point. I wish I had an old one from mine.
Oh, in black and white?
You hater. That's right, Wes. Get him the bouncing ball, or better yet.
Butterfly in the sky.
Why you doing that?
I can go twice as high. Take a look.
Hey.
A reading rainbow.
Okay, moving on. Yes, so 4 different priorities they list in the article: defend the U.S. homeland, and no surprise, deter China and the Indo-Pacific through strength and not confrontation. I want to come back to that one. 3, increase burden sharing with allies and partners, and 4, supercharge the U.S. defense industrial base. Let's quickly go back to number 2. Deter China and the Indo-Pacific through strength, not confrontation. So the reason why I say I wanted to go back to number 2 is, interestingly enough, what happened yesterday. And what I mean is the U.S. did military operations along with Israel against Iran. So put in the chat, when you saw that, were you ready to go grab your A bag? Put it in the chat. I know Wes Lawrence got his A bag ready. Go ahead.
No, Wes Lawrence ready to retire.
They took DC photo with a paintbrush. You hate it.
I put up some. I don't know if you're not looking at the screen right now, but I put up some old BMT photos. They look like, oh no, they don't. Hey, he sure don't have stays on, short stays. So maybe you're right, Tony B. They sure don't have shirt stays. Oh man, it is a big command chief. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy. Altus Air Force Base. Oh Lord,
I can't really see, so I don't know.
How can't you see? I gave you access.
I can see it, but it's hard.
There go one dude with glasses on. Okay, he might have prescription. One striper. He looked like he has shirt stays on. I'm just Googling some old images. I'm looking for a picture of yours. I don't really see nothing in black and white.
Alicia says, well, she makes a good point. Alicia says, easy to say they're cheap. Some trainees come in homeless or have families.
Facts.
So choosing to buy shirt straps over paying bills or feeding kids is easy to poke fun. But until you've been in that BMT environment and get paid that pay, then say something.
Facts. Wes Lawrence said, would you let your kid join today?
Well, my son is already in, so if I had to really if I had to go back, not today, I would not let him join. Not today.
Wow.
Not
Okay, so
today.
you want to talk about point two? Does that make me want to grab my A bag? Nope, not at all.
No, why
Not
not?
at all. Does it make you?
50-50.
What's the 50?
Because it gives me a sense of purpose, man. Like, a sense of purpose. Although I will say I will say now that I'm a little torn on what good this going to bring.
Right.
Although, with apparently most news media outlets are reporting that Ayatollah Khomeini has passed. I imagine that could be a good thing, I think.
We'll go into that in a second.
Only as an officer in the Space Force. Great point. Great point.
My
Great
man
point,
Tony
Tony.
B always
Great
being
point.
honest.
You were letting join with the Space Force chevrons and stuff, Battlestar Galactica style. What?
All right, so as we go into the recruiting issue, if we could transfer into that, or do you want to
Yeah.
talk about the other two?
Yeah, we can transfer. Only thing I would quickly say about number two is we already been talking about that for years about China. And what concerns me personally is the way things are transpiring now. How does that look for other countries? Like,
Mm.
I wonder if China decided to do regime change in Taiwan, what would happen? Justin says, wasn't poking fun at all. Appreciate your perspective. If they want everyone to be uniform, they should have them, in my opinion. A great point. Great point. I think
Mhm.
that's what Pete was trying to allude to as well. Is like we say we want professionalism when people wear their uniform, but we have to also teach and equip them with the items they need in order to do it. So good point.
Yeah. All right. So they asked some recruiters, like I said, it's back in January 2026, and they said, but recruits and their families ask particular questions. And I want to know, did y'all ask these questions before joining? Number one, will I get the training I want? Interesting question. Where will I live and for how long? Another interesting question. What's the operation tempo? Is the force taking care of people? So I want to ask one, did anybody ask those questions? Two, what's your thoughts about that? And then Jansen, I might be pronouncing that name wrong. I don't know why it's not showing up on here, so I apologize. But it says war powers as president includes Donald Trump is authorizing to commit armed forces into hostiles or situations of immediate hostiles for up to 60 days without specific Congress authorization. All right, he's probably just trying to tell us like what the rules are. Like, can he impose the war? Let me see. What if China's trying to do regime changes in America? I'm suiting up then.
Who said that?
Tony B.
All right. Well,
Scott
Tony, I think
Royce.
yeah. Right.
Scott Roy says, hell no, he didn't ask those questions. Curious to see how China and Russia act now that we
Great
took
point.
the primary source of oil with, I don't know that word, allegedly being taken out too.
Here's the interesting thing. I
Are
don't
we
know
gonna
if you thought
pivot?
about this. Huh?
Are we about to pivot?
No. Just
Okay.
hear me out. It's an interesting thing. When they talk about when we talk about alliances in the world, right? You know how the United States has NATO, France, England, whatever, yada yada yada. But Iran is considered a kind of a sub ally of Russia. They've always been. And for us to be able to do what we're doing now, it's interesting that Russia, maybe because they're too preoccupied with Ukraine, no response from Russia outside of outcry and the world circuit. It's interesting.
Dealt with quite a bit of this as a short in BMT. I was the COVID era dealing with the shots and religious accommodations. So many questions and those quitting once they heard the release of China and Russia. Ooh.
Quitting, huh? Yeah, interesting.
Oh, that's the Iranian supreme leader. Thank you.
Yeah.
that we just took out P. I don't know how to pronounce that dude. How you pronounce that dude's name?
Ayatollah Khomeini.
There we go. Good job. All right. Thanks, Justin. Are y'all talking shit? Back to the questions. I ain't never asked those questions. I can't remember a question I did ask. As far as on these, like along these lines, will I get the train I want? Never asked that. I remember I did ask if I'm security forces, why I carry a gun. I did ask that. Which that was a mistake. That was a dumb question. Where will I live and for how long? I never cared.
I didn't think I had a say so in it anyway.
That's a better point. What's the Operation Tempo? I didn't even know what Operation Tempo was.
Operation Tempo. I just wanted to know when I get paid. That's all I care.
Yeah. Like I maybe it's just a different time. There's an exercise with China, Russia, and Iran going on right now. Whoa. I hope that ain't classified information. Whoa. Is the force taking care of people? That's an interesting question. Do you think that's because of social media now? People ask that question.
What's that?
Is the force taking care of people?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's because of social media.
Yep. Because I don't think I asked that question.
Nope.
What actually retains people? Predictable time at home. Yes,
bro.
No?
Who do they get these questions from?
I don't know.
I don't know these questions from.
So what do you think? Predictable time at home? Do you think that's what keeps people? That's what Tony B just said. Who's asking these damn questions? Sound paid up. This on military.com. This on military.com. Competent leadership and fair accountability. Stable family support. Shout out to the family support centers.
Oh.
Less administrative friction.
Yeah, I don't know who they're asking these questions for. Man.
And trust that mission makes sense. Never, ever.
It sounds like the questions you were asked in an interview for a civilian job. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, Mason said, got to be prior parents asking these questions. Did you ask those questions?
I obviously I didn't ask the questions, but these are the things that I was telling my son before he joined. Yeah.
Probably a survey which gives trainees and recruiters. Yeah, probably it's a damn survey. But so what to watch for next? Which career fields gets built? Tony B said they're all going to security forces. Whether training backlogs grow or shrink. How Indo-PACOM postures change. We talked about the Korea posture changing. What happens to Korea forces posture, right? We just talked about those. There's no more 12-month tours with those. And then whether the industrial bases actually speed up. Anyway, that's something that we just talked about or thought about was interesting with recruiting and stuff like that. So thought that was an interesting topic. We big up. Appreciate all y'all comments. A ton of people don't have families when they join. Yep. It's some old ass chief sending an email. Yep. They're AI generated.
Would y'all let y'all kids join? I told you my answer. What about y'all? Some of you guys got children. Would you let them join today? And if so, why?
I ain't got no dang kids.
Okay. Moving on. Next topic.
Yeah.
What are we hitting up next?
You already have your stuff ready, so we can go to the Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, yeah. So for those, this happened about maybe a couple of weeks ago. There was an awards ceremony.
Real quick pause, because we got to give the audience time to catch up. But Alicia said, hell no, she would, or hard no, she wouldn't change. DC, is that you with these email questions? Rick Matthias said, hell to the no.
Wow. So why though? I'm curious why. Y'all ain't gotta put out a whole soliloquy. Just tell us why. Is it because of the money?
Good
Is it
word.
because of the leadership? What? Just tell us what it is. I'm curious.
Whole
I think
soliloquy.
for me, it's just the let me change it. I'm 50-50. I would tell anyone if you join, have a solid plan to do your enough time to get your degree within 8 years and then get out.
That's interesting. Said Justin said he talked to his daughter when she was 12 about joining. Probably changed her mind 15 times before she turned 18. So did she join? I don't think nobody talked to me about that until I was able to join.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of great benefits to joining. I just think in this current climate and with I think them changing high 3 is big too. The retirement plan, I think that's huge too.
So
That's huge.
it's interesting. Oh, just said his daughter is 12 right now. Got it. Rick said the unknown war to come. I think
Oh,
Matthias, didn't you join around the wartime? You were probably in the 2001 era.
yeah, I'm sure he was.
So I'm Mexican. I see what we doing on front.
What?
Seems like Alicia said, I'm Mexican. I see what we're doing on the home front. Seems like no posture. Trump seems like he is trying to take over the world. Nope. Talk my nephew out of it.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
In today's environment, I would not let them join. And so probably change her mind before she turns 18. Rick said, so many great leaders have left the force or are soon retiring. Lots of lost war information. Interesting points. Y'all have some real good points. My only caveat or question is like, isn't the military here for war? Like, isn't that why we have a military? To either go to war or protect us from war?
Yeah, but I think as a parent, I mean, I know when you joined, you didn't join to go to war.
Heck no, I was after the war. But I mean, if they called me, go. I was like, let's go. Like, I don't care. But I have really nothing. I mean, I really didn't have nothing. So it's like, y'all gonna pay me more money? Like, let's go. Let's go. Y'all know why people don't want their kids to join. Y'all know why people don't want their kids to join. No, I don't know.
Put it in the chat.
My punk ass nephew needs to join. He needs some purpose. I don't care about the question.
Oh man.
Rick said I joined in 99 and the 2000s, homie. Stop putting my badassness out there. I'm just saying. But use them following the rules. This administration does not. Ooh, okay.
That's great. Hey, that's a fair point.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Last time I checked. Talk that talk, Justin. Talk that talk. Oh, wrong button. That was the wrong button. Talk that
I
talk.
thought you said you agreed with him.
Talk that talk. Yeah, I agree with him. Like, we have a military to go to war against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Yeah, Tony, everybody wants to know why I joined 99 to get out the streets. Fair. But you, Rick, I'm sure you didn't care if we went to war. Or maybe you did. And you were just like, F it, I'll go anyway. But I'm interested to hear. Tony, we're all waiting to your answer right now. Well, we got to move on. So we'll give another 2 minutes for y'all to put any comments about this, and then we'll move on. Because I know the latency has a little bit behind, so I appreciate y'all for that. So why, Tony? Let us hear. Look, everybody wait for you, Tony. Here he goes. It's not the war. It's the people that's leading you in that war. War is scary and terrible. But having a leader who makes you feel you can't run through a wall is critical. And that doesn't exist right now. That doesn't exist right now.
Interesting.
No, because I knew what I signed up for. Okay. Respect. All right.
Yeah,
Last comment, and then we'll move on. Man, calm down, Tony. You think you're the only leader out there that's doing that, and because you're retired, there's no more. Interesting. Scott Roy is out there. My boy Scott Roy out there. Military is different now. Military is definitely different now. Definitely. But things change. Things change. All right. We're moving on. We're moving on because we got a bunch of other topics to hit. I love this topic. And y'all, so y'all know, we plan to have a high-ranking official from the Space Force on to talk about the Space Force, because I think a lot of us are confused at what they do. So I thought that would be a good show. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that. All right, DC.
okay. This happened probably 2-3 weeks ago. There was an awards program or a ceremony at the BAFTAs. It's the UK version of the Oscars. So Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lind were presenting, and then they had a individual from the audience yell out some racial slurs. He has Tourette syndrome. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it.
Give me a
You
second.
ready?
I ain't got it ready.
Okay.
Hold on. Oop. And we're ready.
All right.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
That moment at the BAFTA Awards leaving viewers in shock.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
Michael B. Jordan and his Sinners co-star Delroy Lindo hit with the N-word from the crowd while presenting the award for Best Visual Effects.
You want me to keep going? No.
Yeah, Kelly, keep going.
Okay, got you.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
John Davidson, the man who yelled the racial slur, has Tourette's syndrome and actually interrupted the program a few times. His life with the motor disorder, which can cause explicit, involuntary verbal outbursts, was the inspo behind the nominated film I Swear.
Off, you wanker.
Well, it's nice to meet you too.
Sorry.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
Visual effects can create spectacle, but the best work serves character and story.
Michael and Delroy keeping their cool on stage. A source telling ET the actors found the incident jarring and disappointing, but Michael was still in good spirits after the fact.
Oh, you always take it a day at a time.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight.
Host Alan Cumming addressing the incident head on.
If you've seen the film I Swear, you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette syndrome has no control over their language. We apologise if you were offended.
The BBC, which broadcast the ceremony, also...
Okay.
We have a couple comments.
All right.
Wes said that dude should have been thrown out of the ceremony. 28P99 said, what? Justice said, Wes, I believe he was escorted out. Rick said he meant that ish out of all the words in the world, he chose to say the N word. Rick also said he was not escorted out. He left on his own will. Justice said, I stand corrected. All right. Woo.
So I'll let you go first.
My only thought was, why at that moment did your Tourette's happen? Now, I don't know too much about Tourette's. I'm not a doctor. I haven't really been around it too much. I was around it a little bit with some high school personnel. One person I was with in high school had Tourette's, but he used to just make noises and kind of involuntarily shake, like a little twitch. I never heard him say like, fuck, like anything like that. It was just like one word or like a sound. I've never heard anybody shout out a word. So I find it interesting. That was the moment that you find that word, and nowhere else, I guess, during the ceremony. I'm not sure when that award happened that he shouted out any other times. And no other time have I ever heard of an award ceremony with anybody with Tourette's shouting that out. So I find that a little weird. And I also have some thoughts about the host trying to clean it up. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a neurological disorder. So when I was a kid, I was exposed to kids who had Tourette syndrome, and yeah, they would say a lot of expletives out loud and just would twitch or something to that nature. So it was kind of disturbing, but yeah, I was always told they couldn't help themselves because of that disorder. It's an unfortunate thing to have. I do agree. My concern is like when you're born, you don't get to choose whether or not you get you have that type of disorder, but the words you learn somewhere,
Good point.
he's heard that word. I would assume he's heard that word somewhere.
No.
And you're right. Out of everybody who presented that night, that is the only incident I've heard of where he shouted out at the people presenting on stage, and they happen to be African American.
Right.
And he didn't say F, up, walk, he said be in. So obviously, if you got African American up there, you're directed towards them.
Right.
So that's what seems weird about it. And then I'll save the part about the host since you're going to cover it. So
Yeah.
I was disturbed by. I was appalled.
I'm really not disturbed by it at all. But Rick said it's not involuntarily, but I believe your brain has to connect a word to what you see. Triggers, face or split your wig. Split your wig. Yeah, I can't say if I've been around it, but for what I've understand, it's involuntarily. Tony B said, not surprised. Yep, that's how I feel, Tony. Not surprised. It's a crazy coincidence that those words were used when it was quiet. And all the men were on the stage. That's the point we bring. It just very, I don't think it's very involuntarily. And for the host to come up there and try to save face, I guarantee somebody said, hey, make sure you address this. This is probably, a PR person probably said this is a good way to do it. We need to address it. And sorry it happened. Now, like I said, I've never heard this happen before, ever. And how many Oscars award ceremonies has there been? And you're telling me there's never been somebody with Tourette's in the audience? Never have heard that. And for Michael B. Jordan, I would have lost. I think for me, I would have been like, say what? Somebody has something to say? I would have paused and made that moment a thing. But for them just to continue on, I guess they're a better person than I am. Unfortunately, event, no matter how, or unfortunate event, no matter how you look at it. Yep. Just
I
a
want to
total
go back to
disaster.
what you said. You said you're not. It doesn't affect you at all. Like it doesn't make you angry that
Nope.
happened.
Nope.
Tell us why.
He said, okay, Will Smith. I guess nothing surprises me. It's not surprising. And then for how it was covered up or addressed doesn't surprise me. That's why I'm not a fan. That's why I'm not taken back. Now, I think I would have been more taken back or more upset if they're going to be upset too. Michael B. Jordan and the other gentleman, I can't remember his name.
Delroy Lindo.
Yep, great actor. If they would have addressed it, I think I would have been a little bit more upset. Like, yep, they're upset, I'm upset. But they didn't seem upset. They just keep the program going. I see they paused in almost disbelief. But I've been like, yo, bro, somebody has something to say? The guys were very professional. I think they still should have addressed it.
I agree with Rick Matthias. He said he shows so much class for the culture. He was cooler than the other side of the pillow. I get it. Those dudes are professionals. And really, I think if they would have went and did like what you said you would have potentially done or may have done, it would have made it worse because then they would have ended up turning into the villain. Because remember, the guy has Tourette's syndrome. It's a mental disorder. It's a handicap. So the way you address it, they would have addressed it like that. It would have turned them into villains. I think the way they handled it was perfect. What I'm upset about is the fact that don't try to dismiss what happened strictly to Tourette's syndrome. What's disturbing to me is why those two particular words. And I know people will say they don't get to choose what they're going to say, but he had to learn it in his vocabulary from somewhere, maybe from watching a movie, maybe from somebody he grew up with. That's what I'm mostly concerned about. And to your point, which I agree about the host, it was almost like an afterthought. Well, Tourette's and blah blah blah. He was in a movie, I swear, and that's just they can't control it. So we're sorry if you're offended.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
will-
irritates me.
I won't say another Will Smith situation like they need to go slap old buddy, but I would assure Paul's like, excuse me? Like, I probably would address it like, hey, let's stay professional out there. And then somebody be like, oh, he has Tourette's. Okay, he ain't shouting nothing else out the whole other time. Like I said, I don't know when that award was presented in the first 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes, but it's so weird. Like you said, it got quiet and then just splurt. He did it twice, I believe.
I think it would have meant more if he maybe later, next day, week later, got on a news media and be like, hey, that was an unfortunate thing. I know I had this disorder, and it came out. I didn't mean anything by it. Even though I have this disorder, I'm sorry for what I said. I couldn't control it, but I'm sorry. I have deep regret. I'd have been like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
But from what I know,
that.
he has never done that yet.
Yes, exactly. People agree with you. Scott Roy brought up a good point. When it's accepted by our commander in chief to do things that makes the rest of us nations okay to do it.
Oh man. Say it from your chest.
He did shout at the comments. Okay, all right, maybe I'm corrected. I stand corrected.
Man, that what? Let me focus really quick. 10 seconds of what Scott Roy said. He is right. We are in a climate where our current state in our country makes those things acceptable now.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you're trying. And people can say whatever they want. You went black.
I'm there. I'm back. I just had to turn on my fan real quick.
Gotcha. Anyway, yeah. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's pretty unfortunate, but not surprised. Anymore.
Maybe that's the concern too, is that we're not surprised.
Yeah, maybe that is a concern.
Point now, like, here's the other thing. Like, Jesse Jackson passed away about a week ago. Haven't heard nothing. Where's the flags at half staff for that?
Oh no, that's only for Charlie Kirk. We don't do that for him. I'm just saying.
Ding, 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 ding. You win the prize.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
He win the prize. Now, you know what? Hey, you hit a slam dunk with that one. Yes, I'm very impressed. That was well timed. Well timed. Okay, I won't double down on that one. We can move on.
What's up, Prince? How are you? Hope everything's fine. She said, "Don't get me started on a good Sunday." hey,
that's what we here for. To keep you sharp. That's what we here for.
All right, we'll give y'all another 2 minutes. Like I said, I know y'all a little bit behind, but somebody wants to make a closing comment about this. Like we said, just kind of unfortunate, but happy you're good. Happy everything's good.
It just, what's frustrating for me is we're supposed to accept it. We're supposed to be okay.
That's where I get upset that we're supposed to. No, somebody needs to be, not the Will Smith type, but somebody does need to address it and be like, yo, I'm pissed, and still be professional. But as soon as we spaz out or address it, they'll be like, oh, like you said, it turns on them. Like, no. You can't have it both ways.
I guarantee you, somebody stood up there and somebody yelled in the crowd, F America, America racist, it would be, bro, they'd be thrown out on the dirt on their ear.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't
but
say that.
We're supposed to be like, what's the word? We're supposed to be so used to that type of behavior. They're like, what's the big deal? Why are you getting upset about it? Justin says, I got my own feelings about Charlie Kirk rabbit hole, but that's for another
episode. It's definitely another episode. It's definitely another. Jamie Foxx did have a very upset comment about it. He did go off about it, but it kind of fell on deaf ears. Like it, I think, like we all say, it's almost like a correction. Like when an airman passes you and they're out of uniform, you only have a split second to correct them. You can't go back 5 minutes later and correct them. You have to correct on the spot. So that was their opportunity to correct that on the spot.
Yeah.
And they chose to, if you want to say the high road, if they just chose to stay silent and just continue on the script, because obviously they're all reading scripts. So it was a quick pause, not even a quick pause, a pause, almost like, is somebody going to say something? And no, nobody did. It's like, all right, we'll just stay on the script. And now I get it. I'm sure they're getting paid to be there. So if they're getting paid to be there, I'm getting paid to do a job. I'm just going to do my job. So I respect that. I respect that. Just get paid to do your job. But I'm surprised that Michael B. or the other gentleman, I'm sorry for not pronouncing his name.
Delroy Lindo.
Thank you. Hasn't came out and said anything about it. Maybe they did and I missed it. But
I know, Michael B. Jordan did, but he said you just something to the effect of you just got to keep moving on or whatever. He was really graceful with it.
Yeah. Scott Roy said, Pete, oh Lord, is a no-one situation if I think no-win situation. If they were the snap, they then the public would have probably came at them for going as somebody with a disorder. I don't think you have to snap. I don't think you have to snap, but I would have at least said something. Facts correct on the spot for real, especially these new airmen coming up, earning my SDAP for that. Hey, congratulations, shirt for sure. But don't think you're the correction police. Definitely not.
But that begs an interesting conversation, though. I mean, going into our next the N word has been normalized for years. And it's even now it's like part of normal conversation. When you talk to some people, it's like every other word is the N word. Then you got folks who are not African American using it like it's a regular word. So there's probably people who are not African American think, what's the big deal? It's a normal word. You guys use it all the time. But they always use that argument. It's even more so prominent now, I think. I think that's part of the problem too.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Give y'all your 2 minutes. Appreciate the comments.
Speaking of vulgar language and speaking of the N-word, I want to know who in the comments are for Team 50 Cent or Team T.I. It appears that T.I. was requesting 50 Cent battle him in the next verses, and 50 Cent decided to clap back at T.I. But it wasn't a no. He posted a picture of T.I.'s wife, Tiny, in an unflattering pose, which set off T.I. Not only did it set off T.I., it set off his 2 children.
Yeah.
More importantly, King Harris, the one I won't say, look, T.I. don't come after me. I'm just saying he looks kind of weird though. But I want him to talk about my mama. But I would play the video, but it's pretty vulgar.
Yeah.
Let's just say T.I.'s son said some unflattering things about 50 Cent's mom. 50 Cent's mom has been dead for 40 years.
40?
Yes.
Dang.
If I'm not mistaken, it can't be 40 years. That don't make sense. She's been dead for quite a while. I'm gonna look up the exact joint. But anyway, he pretty much made fun of 50 Cent's mom, talking about, yeah, you talking about my mama. Where your mama? She's in she's in the grave.
Yeah.
You know, dig her up and give her some flowers. It's pretty foul, to be honest. And I guess the other son, Domani, I believe his name is the better rapper, I guess, put out a pretty vicious mixtape or song about 50 Cent that's supposed to be pretty good.
I heard that. I didn't like the beat, so the beat kind of messed it up for me. It's better if you just listen to the lyrics or read the lyrics. But if you haven't heard the T.I. diss track, that one was really good. That got T.I. out his bag. Now, the only thing I'll say, this is not a Kendrick and Drake situation, because 50 Cent is not going to go back at him. 50 Cent ain't got that no more.
Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't have to. And correction, real quick, 50 Cent mom passed in 83 from a drug-related incident.
So
she was murdered.
Yeah, more than about 40 years ago, right about?
Yeah.
So you're right. 50 went at his wife. Yeah, we discussed that. But 50 is just gonna put out a meme, maybe
just
a
a movie.
documentary. He ain't gonna go at, like, it seems like T.I. is upset, but he's gonna go about it at the battle rap way, where 50 Cent is probably gonna throw out some stuff to
Mean.
really get under your skin. Yeah, little small little jabs where T.I. is like, I'm a rapper, I'm gonna do what I know, and that's rap. Which, if you haven't heard T.I.'s diss track, that thing is really good. A really good diss track. If I have my stuff working, I'll just play it for y'all, but it's really good.
You want me to find it?
If you can find, you just put T.I.'s diss track.
I think I see it. I think I got a sound bite of it. Anyway, keep going. I'll let
That's
you know.
it. That's really it. I mean, I just don't think, I think it's
Do
gonna
y'all-
be a dead
But
issue.
do you think, okay, so I see comments from people across the media that's defending King Harris for going after 50 because it was his mom, defending his mom.
Yeah.
But do you talk about the dude mom in the grave though?
I mean, I think all things are off limits at that moment. For a diss track, all things are off limits.
Dang, man, but the dude mom was murdered though, man.
All things are, hey, you should watch what you say. Everybody, you don't live in a glass house. You can't throw stones living in a glass house. You gonna talk about other people's mama, people could talk about your mama, whether she alive, dead, or whatever it is.
Then he's wearing a t-shirt of 50 Cent mom, man. That ain't cool.
Yeah, man. Hey, you talk about my mama, we throwing hands. I mean, I get it.
Dang.
Not mad at it.
That's crazy. I don't know. I put like this. Do you think T.I. should hold back his sons, be like, look, I got it?
No. I'm sure his sons was like, Dad, I want in on this too. Now, the only thing they got to realize, they still kids. Don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. You talking to a grown ass man.
He talking about, I'll say it to your face about
Yeah,
like, hey.
don't get it twisted now. That 50 Cent a big dude now. Don't get it twisted.
So that begs the other question. If they really had a versus, who you think will win?
I think 50 will win.
That's why I told my wife, man.
Yeah.
That's why I told my wife, man.
T.I. had an era. He had a moment, but he's been out the rap. I mean, 50 been out the rap game forever, but 50 moment was a lot bigger than T.I.'s. Now, I really like T.I. I really do. But I could rap a lot more 50 verses than I can T.I.'s. I can rap a lot more T.I.'s features, but actual songs that all T.I. has, like probably about 3, maybe 4. And most of them off of just one album. But 50, man, I go on for a minute. I could almost do his whole first album.
I really don't see why T.I. think he can compete with 50, man. He talking about, that's 50, man. Like, I think his one album blows out his whole catalog, in my opinion.
Dang.
The only song I remember from T.I. is You Can Have Whatever You Like. That's all I can remember.
Everybody's saying it would be easy, T.I. for the win, but 50 has a legitimate classic album.
Tony.
Ricky said T.I. would win. 50 has a bigger name. Many Men, 50 was crazy. Yeah, a moment. T.I. had the ish jumping. I mean, he did. He did. He had his moment, but that's a moment.
Pause.
50 all day. Hate it or love it. The dogs on top.
No, pause. Y'all tell me in the chat, put in the chat where y'all from. If you from the East Coast and you not with 50, something's wrong with y'all, man. Something wrong with y'all. Come on, this 50, man. Are you serious? Many, man.
They say y'all tweaking. Okay. All right. So I said it won't be easy. Pete can't. We all know I can't read. Let me go back to it. It won't be easy. But you said T.I. for the win.
No, man. Y'all put in the chat, give me 5 good T.I. songs.
That's what
Thank you, Sky Roy. Thank you.
That's what I was looking up right now. Is I want to see T.I. best song. All right, so His best song is
I got his son's song queued up if you want to listen, if you want me to play it.
Rubber Band Man, of course.
I don't
Bring
remember
him
how that
out.
goes.
Oh wow. I wish my stuff was working right now. You can have whatever you like.
Yeah, that's his best song I remember.
Bring him out, bring him out. That joint goes
Is
hard.
that his song?
Yeah.
But
what you know
that
about
Jay-Z?
that? What you know about that? That joint go hard. Down south folks are so loyal. Yeah, that's true. Urban legend. Yes. I give you that. Let me know. Let him know. Excuse. Oh, that's his new joint. His new joint go hard. So T.I.'s best songs. About the money. Hey, I'm about the money. You know that song. Living in the Sky, Doing My Job, Bring Them Out, Whatever You Like, Living Your Life, Rubber Band Man, Swagging Us, Swagger Like Us, Still Ain't Forgave Myself, and What You Know. Yeah, okay. Rubber Band Man, 24s. I give you Rubber Band Man. ASAP Motivation. I forgot about Motivation. You Don't Know Me. Yeah, we said that. 24s. Okay, we said 24s. I can't bring up that. Oh, you know what? I can't bring up that since you put it on there. There we go. Oh, no. You see if I can grab that. So go ahead. If you have that queued up, I can't grab that, Tony.
You want me to play it?
Yeah, let me get it pulled up. I just had to put the fair use in there. That explains it perfectly. Tony B, I can't bring that up. I can't grab it. Let me try one more thing. Yeah, I can't copy it. All right. Let me get you queued up so you can bring it up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. See, I don't need to sleep this low, but nigga talk about my motherfucking mama. Yeah. Stuff. I don't care how this shit go, you did. Yeah. How dare you talk about mamas? Yeah, your mama in the grave, yeah, dig her up, they put her under. By my mama, bitch, I'm on that. For the static, I want thunder. Say we ducking pressure, bitch, you ain't the only one with commas. Since you trolling, let's get petty. They send shots, bitch, we ready. Yeah, I seen the black and white, you call the police, tell the business. You can talk that shit inside, but when you come outside, be ready. I don't know about what's gonna happen, but I know that karma dead. Tell Miss Jackson that I'm sorry, but I don't know why the fuck your son would even get me started. I asked God if it's the hell to start the hell that Curtis started. I just changed it for my son, but since the jet I've been cold-hearted. Raised the risk it for my mama, so this shit can't disregard it. Like my flow, bitch, I'm retarded. Tell the police that I'm capping, I'm just rapping, I'm an artist. Ain't the type to start no shit, but type to finish what they started. Keep it gangsta, kids and women ain't supposed to be no targets. Bitch, I'm from that south, yeah, I ain't going out for nothing. Shot that boy 9 times, they should've shot him once right in his mouth. Nigga really mad, cause Diddy for the bitch.
I can't hear no more, man.
Trash.
This is
Trash.
terrible.
Trash. Like Scott Roy said, man, this old mumble jumbo joint, yeah. He sounds like he's choking on his tongue. His tongue choking him. Yeah, 100%. That was trash. Then they do features and verses. I said that. David, his features are crazy, but he can't keep up with 50.
Nah.
He can't keep up with 50.
No.
Now, his beats go crazy. But I mean, if you compare his top songs to 50's top songs, man, I mean,
we didn't even name those yet.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
features he did? Come on, man.
Yeah, 50 got some hits, bruh. Some hits on top of hits.
Who said it? I
He
think it was
choked.
Chance the Rapper. He ran the 2000s.
Yeah, it's having problem keeping that thing lit.
Yeah,
He sure
yeah,
was because
yeah.
he can't. Yeah, you sure right. I'm not saying T.I. don't go hard. I'm not saying that at all. So I mean, he got In the Club, of course. 21 Questions. I wouldn't even call that a hit. PIMP, Candy Shop, Many Men. Top 15 T.I. songs. So let's see what we have. We'll just do top 10. We did top 10 for T.I. Window Shopper is number 10. You heard that? That's on his
Nope,
his
never heard that.
documentary. And a window shopper.
Nope, never heard that.
Oh, we got
Never heard it.
Ferrari in the building. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Back Down. That was on the Get Rich or Die Trying. Candy Shop. Wankster. I wouldn't call Wankster a top 5 song. How to Rob. That was an okay song. I wouldn't call that top 5. PIMP 21 Questions, In the Club, and Many Men. Many Men alone. Man, you could think if they did a verses and he performed Many Men,
Mm.
man, that would go perfect.
Not to mention the
Perfect.
features he did with M and Dre.
Oh, the features with M, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. The G Unit joint?
Troll Scent. Troll Scent is crazy. That's crazy. You can't say it's that easy. Don't forget 50 Cent collabing with JT AO Technology.
AZ,
Oh,
yeah, come on, man. Y'all bugging.
yeah. I would say y'all bugging, but I just think 50 Cent would pull it out. Just
Y'all
because pause. Just because of all 50 Cent's hits, they're all well known. They would have to do this in Atlanta for T.I. to win.
That's the only way he would win.
Yeah, if
No
they
way.
did this in a neutral site like
Yeah.
Detroit or
Mhm.
Vegas or California, oh no way. Nobody cares about his features with Eminem. Bro, are
Y'all
you
bugging. Y'all bugging. For real. Y'all bugging.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, man, y'all bugging. Yeah.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
bugging. Y'all crazy. Y'all
All right, we'll
bugging.
give y'all another 2 minutes with this, and then we'll go to the Iran
Crazy.
topic.
Y'all
But,
crazy. Y'all
yeah.
bugging. Hey, hey, get y'all feelings out of this, man. Look at the catalog, bro. Look at the catalog. I ain't taking nothing away from T.I.
Right.
But I personally, if you rank them, A to F, 50 is at between T.I. Look, they're not leaps. He's not leaps and bounds ahead of T.I. But there's no doubt in my mind 50 will win. Come on, man.
No, I
Come
don't like
on.
Candy Shop. I don't think Candy Shop's a hit. I think that's just for the radio. I give you that
It's a
one.
hit. It's just maybe not your favorite, John.
But Many Men?
Many Men alone. Many Men, in my opinion, the only song that T.I. could throw out that might have a chance is the one drum You Can Have You Ever Like. That's his, to me, in my opinion, his best hit.
Bet
The
y'all
best
had
one.
Drake beating K-Dot. No. See, here you go.
See,
Here
now
you
who
go.
said that?
Here you go. That's Farrar. Here you
Man,
go.
you
Here
bugging,
you go.
man.
Yeah, no. Don't take it out of context.
You bugging, bro.
Stay on point. Stay on topic.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I ain't saying all that now. I ain't saying all that. But I like I said, if it was in Atlanta, T.I. would win. But almost anywhere else, I mean, everybody just know 50 songs. Everybody just know a lot of 50 songs.
Many Men alone would do the job. Just keep playing Many Men. That's it.
No,
That joint
Many
go
Men
hard.
is just a hit. A lot of his stuff is
bugging, man.
commercial,
In
but
the club.
What's Up Gangster? That's a dope song. Patiently Waiting, that's with Eminem, but Eminem's featured on his stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, even Disco Inferno, I mean, that's really commercial. Y'all like them girly fat tracks talking about no. I like wait, Farrar. Tell me which your T.I. song, one T.I. song that competes with 150 song.
Yes. Besides, you can have whatever you like. That's it.
Exactly. Just Play Many Man is the only song. No, it's not the only song. I like
Y'all
Rubber
some
Band Man.
haters. Y'all some haters. Y'all
They think
bugging.
50 a snitch. They think 50 a snitch.
Y'all See, y'all bugging, man. For real. Y'all wilding. Y'all wilding.
Yeah. So I'm interested. Let me see. Who's this guy? Disco Inferno. Are you kidding me? Look, I'm not gonna mention no more. I mentioned one song and all of a sudden you wow. I could mention a T.I. song and be like, are you kidding me?
I know exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's like T.I. don't have bangers after bangers after bangers.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
Y'all
I can
bugging.
bet you T.I. is dead and gone. That song was trash. How about that?
He needs some milk.
I wish I could play
Moving
these
on.
T.I. songs.
Move on, man. They bugging.
I don't say they
Move
bugging.
on. They
They
bugging.
just put a little bit too much on T.I.
Why gotta put y'all feelings aside, man? Y'all make it sound like T.I. just like was
Top
putting
five,
out
dead or alive.
hitters.
Yeah.
Like 50 ruled the 2000s, man. Come on.
True.
He ruled 2000s. 50 got a video game. Can T.I. say that?
Well, okay.
T.I. ain't got no video game. 50 Cent Bulletproof. PS2 and
Dang.
Xbox.
Tony, for real, I think T.I. is dope. But 50 would beat him in the verses. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And,
That's all I'm
and you
saying.
know what? And Gooch is from Detroit, man.
Philly from North, he's biased. I guess I'm biased being from Cali. I don't know. I just that's my opinion. Now we talk. Yeah, the video games was crazy. T.I. is a better lyricist. Period. I will say he's a better lyricist. Yes, he got a hot song.
Yeah,
His
I'll agree with that one. I agree with that one. But he ain't got.
Shaq is the best rapper. All right, we can.
All right, move on. On that note, move on.
Yeah, all right. So if y'all didn't know, if y'all were living under a rock yesterday, we as the United States have attacked Iran again. And in this attack, we ended up killing
the Ayatollah Khomeini.
Yes.
Supreme leader of Iran.
Yes. And to me, we are now at war with Iran. I mean, I guess letter of the law, when you attack another country, you are at war.
So this is difficult because, you know, you hate to always bring up politics, but what's interesting about this is that does this kind of remind you of Iraq a little bit? And here's why. Remember when Iraq happened, and they said they had weapons of mass destruction, and we went in there into Iraq, and we did this long war. We never found any. And so we said, our administration said a few months ago, they obliterated all the nuclear facilities for Iran. Then now, fast forward to now, they said, we're going back in and we're going to obliterate them again with Israel. And then there's this speech that says, that tells the Iranian public to rise up and take over their government. So the way the news media, certain news medias portray it as, we have now destroyed or taken the opportunity to do a regime change in Iran. So is this like Venezuela, except we didn't take them? Don't get me wrong. Hey, I lose no sleep over the Ayatollah Khomeini dying. None. This dude was a tyrant. This dude has been responsible for many deaths within his country and Americans also. But unfortunately, it puts our people in harm's way. And then I wonder, like, what's the true purpose of it? And then not only that, without Congress being aware of it. And I'm curious, I don't know what the United Nations said. Are they in outrage or what? Did you hear about the U.S. linking? No, I didn't hear about that. When did that happen? Because from what I last heard, there was no American casualties. Like there was a couple of bases hit.
They just came across, said 3 troops killed in Iran war as Trump operates is ahead of schedule. That was 7 minutes ago.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was 7 minutes. I'm trying to read some more on it. Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's the only mention of it. It doesn't say too much about it. But the funny thing is Iran FIFA World Cup games in U.S. in doubt. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah. The president of Iran Soccer Federation cast doubts on nation's team's ability to play in World Cup match. Because if you didn't know, it's in the U.S. So that's interesting as well. I know.
mixed news. The United States military denies that Iran hit an aircraft carrier with ballistic missiles.
Mhm.
So it's conflicting stories.
It says U.S. military said 3 service members were killed and 5 others seriously wounded. Without provoking further details, it says several others suffered minor injuries. This is
What
the first.
news outlet
This is
that?
on AP, the AP.
Okay, Associated Press.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Ooh, boy.
It's in Dubai.
Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Pray for our service members who are out there in harm's way or will go out there in harm's way. I think this is what we have a military for. Whether you agree or disagree why it happened, how it happened, who it happened, when it happened, all the happenings, it's kind of how you make your bread and meat. I hate hearing the shit, Lord help. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But I mean, this is what we have a military for. This is exactly what we have a military for.
Yeah, shout out to Gooch, man. I saw his comment on his Facebook page about paraphrasing. I can't remember the exact thing, but he said something to the fact of no one likes war, pray for the troops or something like that. And it was interesting. There was somebody in there that said, "What do you mean by us?" So I don't know if he was trying to allude to did Tony mean United States, us, or something else? But there's some people. I guess what I'm getting at, there are some people actually. It's the country is divided in cases like this. The one thing I hope we can all agree on is that we all want to support our brothers and sisters in uniform, because we don't get to choose whether we go to war or not. We just execute.
Correct.
But there are people that are for and against this action at the same time. Does this make America more safe? I guess it remains to be seen, because I'm sure, even though the Ayatollah Khomeini is dead and there's a couple of other high-ranking Iranian leaders that passed too or was killed, that's not going to stop the regime. There's somebody that's going to be there to take their place. And so I wonder, how does that look for folks abroad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Some people like war because it helps out the economy. There's more money in the economy when war happens. Just a
And it
fact.
takes the public's mind off of other things like
Exactly.
that.
Let me see. This is a Bible verse. I'm not gonna read that. Did not frighten. I'm not gonna read. I can't read that.
I think I can see it. It says, "When you hear of wars and uprisings, do not be frightened. These things must happen first, but the end will not come right away." Luke 21, verse 9, New International Version.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, everybody always wants to know the reason why. And I don't think in this situation, just like the what was the dude that we kidnapped from where? Venezuela. I don't think we're gonna
Maduro.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna figure out the why, the full why. People can speculate, people can do conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but you just trust in your leaders, because I want to say, I don't care what people say. I don't think y'all can roast me if you want, but this is just my thought, that the president woke up and was like, let's just launch at these targets and knock him out. I'm sure there was conversations with military leaders. I would hope. Y'all launch spears at me if you want to, but that's just my looking at the high road of things, that that's what happened, that he talked to his military leaders. DC, can you read all the comments from here on out? You freaking flopping hater.
Oh, man. I am curious, though, for those still in uniform, like Scott, Roy, Justin, when this happened on Sunday or Saturday, what did your airmen say to you? Or what did you say to your airmen? I'm curious.
Do you think when people, and shout out to I can't pronounce your name, Bendova, I think it is bend over. That's
Bendova.
crazy. That's you know, I feel like right now the supermarket people when they say, "Can you page this person?" I feel like right now. Do you get offended when people say "America"?
Well, America?
America. They say like the
No.
team, like the team,
Yeah.
whatever, Team
Team
America thing.
America.
Yeah,
America. Yeah.
No, they say
America.
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 Like it's
Nah, I
almost
don't
like
mind.
okay.
Yeah, don't
No. Scott Roy said, "Oh, go ahead and read this so I don't get roasted."
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
It's up.
It's on IG. I don't see it on my screen.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I
Let me
see
give
it
it.
now. I see it now. Nothing yet. DC, more of that tomorrow due to the day it happened. Just FBCon measures and adjustments.
Yeah.
So so to your point, when you say we will never know, in my opinion, I favor a government or a president who is first out to protect the interests of the American people and defend the country. Um, Tony B says, I hope they said, let's effing go. That's the only mindset that's going to keep them ready and bring them back. I agree.
Mm.
But it's just like when I saw the state of address the other day,
Oh
and you
Lord.
see all those people stand up and they were cheering on the guy who got the Medal of Honor for his engagement during the thing with Venezuela. I'm thinking to my room, how many of them people actually do not support veterans, like behind closed doors, like with benefits and all that? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Well, this is what some of us got the $1,700 for. You thought it was free.
$1,700.
You remember when you got that $1,700 stipend check?
Oh man, that was so long, man.
That was like 2 months ago.
It don't feel like it. Look, I put it like this. If somebody say, hey, I'm gonna give you $1,700, but in 2 months, you may be going to war with Iran. You think they're gonna take that joint? That's blood money, bro.
Those yeah, that's like, yeah. It was
blood money.
political zoo. Yeah, it sure was. That joint is crazy. That joint, you know what? You know what? Speaking of the State of the Union, it just brought to light we will never get stuff accomplished. Like we will never agree on anything, man. It's like, God bless, man. Get y'all, like, the whole purpose to be appointed in that position is to get policies done, agree on stuff, disagree on stuff is fine. But man, they couldn't agree on anything. Like some stuff that President Trump said, people should have stood up and clapped for. If that was the point of the State of the Union, to stand up and agree or disagree, but they just want to disagree just to disagree. It's like, yo, that's not what you're there for. Make decisions. Make decisions. I don't know if today these kids are soft or as abused. Yeah, you're probably abused. Nothing yet here too. Tomorrow will be a conversation. But what I will say is that this is what we rose our right hand to defend again and against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I agree. Everybody that don't support veterans need to drink bleach. Okay.
Hey, who said that?
You know that's Gooch and moved to China.
Dang, bro. That's that's straight from 100. Bleach, not sugary Kool-Aid. Bleach. Good Lord. Not castor oil. Bleach. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, I'm sure, Tony, you've experienced it too. There's some people who are still not fans of the military. It's gotten better over the past couple of years, but we still have people that believe they're not, but put it like this, you know what this is like? And maybe this is not a good analogy. If it's not, I apologize. You know how you have somebody that is like doing the grounds around the building, right? Making sure the building looks good and stuff, right? You're happy they're there, but you wouldn't want to do it. That's what it feels like. My opinion. But anyway, like you said, shout out to the brothers and sisters in uniform, especially those in harm's way right now. Our prayers are with you, regardless of which side of the aisle you're on. That's the thing we should stay unified in and support for our brothers and sisters. I can't hear you, man. Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah. Maybe it's me. I'll pop out. The real question is what AFSCs will be affected more? Security forces. Hey, y'all do a sound check in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me and Pete. Oh, it's his end. Okay, it's his end. Yep, security forces, Scott. Security forces. And then I would say, interesting in this conflict, the Navy is heavily involved. I mean, there's Air Force too, but I mean, they've got everybody over there in that region. Justin says it was disappointing to see one side not stand for a lot of things that actually make our country great.
Check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, my fault.
Yeah, Justin, that's interesting. So, Justin, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I will say I'm curious what things you think that has been done to make our country great. Thank you, Justin. Justin, what things that our administration has done to make our country great that the left should have stood for? I'm just curious.
I think
he said the same thing.
Yeah,
So
I
what
think
about
the number one thing he said was when he said the number one rule of the U.S. is to make sure that basically only U.S. people are here. Like, okay, I can agree to that, or protect U.S. people against foreign people, or what I can't exactly remember exactly word for word what he said, but it was something along those lines. If you remember, it was something along those lines,
Hmm.
and I could agree to that. Yeah, for sure. Protect.
Keith Jackson, what's up, bro? My sister-in-law was in Bahrain. Oh man. I hope she's all right, bro. In Bahrain, that's interesting. Interesting. So I think I do agree. I think you can disagree with how things are going, but I think you should. I think if it's something legit, you stand for it, right? So I think what maybe some of the left was focusing on is some of the things the president has done they didn't agree with, like
Right.
the message about the Obamas with the
Right.
ape incident. Then you talk about ICE. There are a couple of things they're focusing on, but there are much as some people may not want to admit it, there are some things this administration is doing. They have some good intentions. It's just the bad outweighs the good in most people's thoughts process. She's okay. They evacuated her out of there. Man, I'm glad to hear that, man. Ooh, you imagine being a civilian in that predicament. That's crazy.
I was gonna ask if she was a civilian or not, but I guess that would make sense. That's the only way they would evacuate. That makes sense.
Yeah. What's interesting is that Iran hit a bunch of other countries because we have U.S. sources there, resources there. That's what's interesting. Justin said, what Pete said, the president asked an honest question. Will you stand for the American people or folks who are illegally or something out of that nature? Yeah, I would agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately, if you're going to be here in this country, you should be here legally.
Legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of, ICE agents in mass kicking
No.
in people's doors.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
But if you are here illegally, then you need to do the right thing and get it done legally. You need to leave.
And the crazy thing, picture us going to North Korea. Who would ever want to go to North Korea? I don't know. But if you're there illegally, like North Korea is gonna handle you accordingly, and nobody's gonna say anything about it.
Right.
And
They're not going to play.
Right. And same thing with, Germany. They probably won't even let you in the
Germany.
country.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They don't.
So-
Japan, they
Yeah,
don't they don't play.
So it's very normalized to say that illegals are not welcome, and that's pretty much a world thing.
Right.
So to say that, and like Tony said, that was a setup question, but they're stupid, failed for debate. It's like, it was a setup, and for you not to be able to stand for that, it's like they're probably thinking, "Oh, if I stand for this, I agree with everything he said." No, he asked the question, and I hate to say acknowledge him, but acknowledge the fact that I'm standing up for this. This makes sense to me. But it makes me think of when I'm in rooms that y'all in rooms that I'm not in. Y'all are acting the exact same way.
Justin says, I'm all for immigration when you come here illegally and through the due process. But when you're here illegally and you're killing the innocent, to include kids, that's a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge. Is like I think it's the tactics, and maybe I'm thinking maybe the administration believes that's the only way to get it done is by these tactics. But if the immigration issue is a righteous is a righteous thing to attack, if it's right, it's the right thing to do, right? There's no need to hide behind masks. There's no need to hide behind policies. Do it legally, right? But this stuff, with the one lady, which is questionable, the one lady that was shot in the car, and then you have the VA, the person who worked for the VA who was shot in the tussle. I think that brings negative light to the whole thing with ICE. So I just think it's the transparency. There's a lot of things in the administration. I think that there's not a lot of transparency to it. And I think that makes people worry. But then on the flip side, there are people who think that's what you need in order to run the country. Just get things done. Don't worry about transparency.
Right. Last thing Tony Beek said, he knew those Dems hated him and wasn't going to stand because he said it. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Then politicians are emotional people. You can't see that you are blind. Exactly. And they're not hired to be emotional, because when they're running for office, they try to stay emotionless, and then all of a sudden they get there. There's a right way to do things, and mistakes have been made. Yeah, a lot of mistakes have been made.
Yeah.
A lot of, but it just pisses me off that, like I said, this is one incident where we just see how you act behind closed doors and probably act like that all the time. It's like, no wonder we can't get stuff done. No wonder we have shutdowns, government shutdowns. It's like, man, this is stupid. It is very, very stupid. Some stuff makes too much sense not to agree on. For him to say something like that, and everybody that is a legal U.S. citizen to be in that room and not to agree just because you don't like the person who said it, is like some 12-year-old BS. It's like running for class president and the class, at a grade school. That's a popularity contest, but you're too grown for that.
Yeah.
Way too grown for that. It just baffles my mind that you are an elected official. You have trained to be an official your whole life, and this is what we get. This is the best we could do. And it's like the blind leading the blind. Like, oh, DC's not going to agree, so I'm not going to agree. Oh, he's not going to agree, so I'm not going to agree. Like, think with your own merit. You could be and I really hate the party system. I think we should go with a no party system. Like, it's like, my party don't agree, I can't agree. Like, no, man, you can have your own thoughts. Anyway, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Well, good show. Appreciate y'all coming out to see us this Sunday. Catch us again next Sunday. Let's see what Sky Roy said, Pete, appreciate the CPI. Just give you your flowers. Getting the IG comments up is fire. Yeah. Thanks for y'all who was on IG hitting us up with these comments. And also thanks for all of the increased traffic on IG too, man. Y'all been blowing us up on IG, man. Justin says, last time I checked, these elected officials also swore an oath too. Don't seem like it. Once they get in, they forget.
It's like them cowards that raise their right hand and then don't want to go to war.
Dang.
Same thing.
Dang.
People are people. People are people.
Dang.
All
Okay.
right, I'm done.
All
What's
right.
up? What's up, Rocco? Rocco.
Oh, that's yeah.
Rocco in the building.
So y'all catch us again next Sunday. Sometimes we're in the middle of the week. Anyway, leave your notifications on. If you're still here, you didn't hit the like button, go ahead, hit the like button, man. That creates the algorithm to get us out. Again, back real quick. Thanks for all the added traffic on IG and the DMs. We much appreciate it. We will continue on, and we will see y'all in the next show.
Look forward to a show coming up with the Space Force. That should be good. We'll see if DC feels the same way when we have somebody up here from the Space Force, if he's going to ask those hard questions. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
like
see.
who is really the enemy, the Chinese or the Thailand?
Exactly. We'll see. We'll see.
What are you guys' defenses against the Imperial Death Star?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we out here. Unpopular celebrities. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Scott Roy said I won't be showing up for that one. That's not ready. They not ready for that heat.